Okay, joined here by men's soccer coach Wagstaff, here to give us a little recap on this past weekend's matches. And coach, couple tough regional opponents that you played on the road in the Quincy Alumni Invitational Cup.
Yep.
What's your takeaway on your team?
Yeah, I mean, again, we knew going in that it was going to be a very, very tough weekend, and we scheduled it for that reason. We wanted to start off against one of the top teams in the region, and Quincy are certainly that. They hosted a fantastic event, and we, when we got invited, I snapped the hands off for the opportunity. So the great thing about going on a trip like that is there's the camaraderie and the chemistry that you get from going away, 9-10 hour bus trip with the team. It just brings you all together. So we knew going into the first game that we'd been training well. Our 3 pre-season games were relatively good, but we just didn't know how good we were going to be on the night. The Quincy game, we started off a bit slow. They were at us for the first 10-15 minutes, and then after that we took a grip of the game, and I thought we were very good. So coming away from that game with a 3-1 win was we were ecstatic on that one. A little bit disappointed to give the goal away, but that's always going to happen against top teams. So the game on Sunday was a different animal altogether. Truman State were coming off a 3-0 loss to Lindenwood, so they were a bit of a wounded animal going into that game, and they were tough, to be honest. They were very physical, strong. They were certainly much improved from the first game, I think. And then the temperature was, I think it was like 88 degrees down on down on the field, 90 degrees. So it was difficult, but we grind the result out and come away with a 3-0 win, and just a great start to the season.
Okay, and just for some of those fans following along, they might not recognize there's quite a few fresh faces on the team's roster this year. So maybe just talk about some of the key contributors that we had from this weekend's matches who most people might not be familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, we've got basically a new attacking lineup. We brought in a midfield player from Schoolcraft, junior college transfer, Connor Rutz, who's a local boy, and he was spectacular on the weekend, to be honest. I mean, covers every inch of the field with his movement and his passing, his tackling. He was exceptional. And then up front we brought in different forwards now, or new forwards. So we've got Michael Shakely, who came in from University of Findlay, was a freshman of the year there, his first year, and then we brought him in. He's a junior here now. We got Michael Hamilton, who we brought in from Spain, and then Chris Jacovu, who's come in from Canada. So between the 3 of them, they've done a very, very good job to add to some, very, very good firepower in Matt Wilson and Azad Liardi and Pablo Ortiz and other players that we've got that can all play in that attacking group. So very, very, very happy with the way we were going forward. And then defensively, we've added some solid base with Dom Hart, who's transferred in from Northwood, who's a great leader and a very, very good defender, and then Jacob Rosen, who we brought in from Schoolcraft. They've all added to what was a good team last year, and hopefully we can continue with what we're doing and continue to progress.
And a couple more regional matchups coming up this weekend. You get to play at home now on Braddock Field. So what are you really looking for out of your team in these 2 matches on Friday and Sunday?
Well, again, a week ago we didn't know how good we were going to be, right? And we've gone on the road to face Quincy, who are a very, very strong team, and Truman State. We've come away with 2 good results. So we've got a little bit of recognition for that. We've been ranked 4th in the nation is wonderful. But it can be taken away from you so quickly. And Alderson, Broaddus and Ohio Valley are the strongest teams in the GMAC. They're both very well coached, and they're both going to be very, very hard to get a result against. So as much as we're ecstatic and excited to be back home, back on our own grass field, it is going to be challenging. And again, Alderson will be prepared for us on Friday, as well as OVU on Sunday. So we're just really excited to get home and have a GMAC GLIAC competition to really just see where we are regionally, and then hopefully continue to stay in that top group of the national rankings.